You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if you will always look. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. You are but a soul carrying a corpse. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Do every act of your life as though it were the last. The best answer to anger is silence. Receive without arrogance, let go without attachment. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. A man's true delight is to do the things he was made for. Don't behave as if you were destined to live forever. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together. Confine yourself to the present. The soul is stronger than any fortune. Time is a river, a violent current of events, glimpsed once and carried away. Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. How? Much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it. Each day provides its own gifts. Don't go on discussing what a good man should be. Just be one. A man should be upright, not kept upright. If it is endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. When you have trouble getting out of bed in the morning, remember your purpose. The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know the truth. To love only what happens, what was destined, no greater harmony. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. We are too much accustomed to attribute to a single cause that which is the product of several, and the majority of our controversies come from that. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Be content to seem what you really are. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change. The wise man sees in misfortune the seed of future advantage. Don't let your mind be enslaved by your passions. Everything that happens as it should, and if you observe carefully, you will find this to be so. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not. Reflect on the blessings you do possess. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you already have. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it improperly. Cling to what is best in the universe, and this is what is within your control. A man's true greatness is to rise superior to misfortune. Treat whatever happens as necessary and familiar, flowing from the same source. Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others. The best way of avenging yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer. Bear in mind that everyone lives only in the present, which is a moment of time. Don't be carried away by your imagination, but restrain it and bring it under reason. What is not good for the hive is not good for the bee. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Life is short. The fruit of this life is a good character and acts for the common good. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. The memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Everything that exists is in a manner the seed of that which will be. Short is the little which remains to you of life. Live as on a mountain. Let men see, let them know a real man who lives as he was meant to live. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be good. No man is happy who does not think himself so. Receive wealth or prosperity without arrogance, and be ready to let it go. If it is endurable, bear it. Stop complaining. Every living organism is fulfilled when it follows the right path for its nature. The cucumber is bitter, then throw it away. There are brambles in the path, then go around them. This is enough. Soon you will have forgotten all things. Soon all things will have forgotten you. A limit of time is fixed for you, which if you do not use for clearing away the clouds from your mind, it will go, and you will go. The dignity of a man is in being content with little. All things fade into the storied past, and not even legends last forever. Do not expect Plato's Republic. Be satisfied if the smallest thing goes well. External things are not the problem. It's your assessment of them, and you can erase that right now. He who follows reason in all things is both tranquil and active at the same time. Life is opinion. A man should remove not only unnecessary acts, but also unnecessary thoughts, so that he may have leisure and tranquility. 2. Live happily is an inward power of the soul. What we do now echoes in eternity. Don't hanker after what you don't have. Instead, fix your attentions on the finest and best that you have, and imagine how much you would long for these. If they weren't in your possession, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Receive wealth without arrogance, and be ready to let it go without sorrow. Do not be wise in words alone, but in deeds as well. Remember matter how tiny your share of it. Time, how brief and fleeting your allotment of it. Fate, how small a role you play in it. Do not be perturbed, for all things are according to the nature of the universe. Withdraw into yourself. The rational principle which rules has this nature, that it is content with itself when it does what is just. No role is so well suited to philosophy as the one you happen to be in right now. The mind, freed from passions, is an impenetrable fortress. What does not benefit the hive does not benefit the bee either. The present moment is enough. Do not let it slip away unvalued. Man should fear not death, but never beginning. To live, think of the whole universe of matter and how small your share. Think of time and how brief, the smallest portion of infinity. The obstacle on the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve your condition. In yourself is the power to choose. Choose well and you live well.